Hello everyone, I hope you're having a good day. I'm going to try to show you how to set up your ZTE N817 phone from Q-Link. First thing I'm going to do is turn it back on. And I'll press and hold. Now I've already done a backup and reset to factory settings on this phone, so it's just the way it should be after you get it from Q-Link. I don't know how well you'll be able to see everything, but I'll try to make sure that I show you everything that's important that I'm talking about. The only thing I've done, as I said, I've updated it so that it's got all the programs and apps that you would have in it from Q-Link, and I did put a settings button on my home screen just so I could get to it easier. So the first thing we're going to do is go to settings. Let me zoom in a little bit. And I'll show you what I've got on here as far as the storage goes. Just go to settings, scroll down to storage. And now this is after the complete update of all the apps that are in the phone. You can see I've only got 585 megabytes available out of 1.7 gigabytes. That kind of a lot of programs that'll slow you down and a lot of stuff you don't need. Let me get this back out a little bit. As you can see from this line here, it shows you how much of your internal storage hard drive are filled up yet. Now the first thing that I did after getting stuff set up, I put an SD card in. And I changed it to the save location. And the easy way to do that for setting it up where you want to save, you go to settings, then the storage, and at the very top it'll be save location. Just tap on that. Now if you don't have an SD card in, it's going to automatically save phone. But if you tap save location, a little pop-up comes up and you can change it to either phone or SD card. I want the SD card. So that's where my primary storage location is. But that's not in every case. Sometimes you can move apps over to an SD card. Sometimes you can't. That's just the way it is. But you can save all your pictures and videos and files to your SD card. And that will help a little bit. Hit my back button. Now here's something you're going to want to do. I really recommend it. You scroll down. If you look at everything that's there, you'll notice there is not something, oops, I didn't want to do that. There is not a folder that says developer options. You're going to want to put that on, and I'll show you why, because it'll help speed up your phone a little bit. So what we're going to do is scroll down. We'll go to About Phone. That'll tell you information inside the phone already. And we're going to go down to SW version, which is software version. And we're going to tap on that several times. I think it takes 7 altogether, but it'll set you up as a developer. So just tap on SW version. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you can see it says I'm now a developer. We don't have to worry about that right now. But going back to the settings, you can see there's now a section that says developer options. Let's go ahead and do that now, why that's of any good use to you. Tap on there. Make sure that it's still green up here so that you are a developer. You're not going to develop anything, you're just going to make some changes. We're just going to scroll down. Take your time with it. You want to get down to where it says window animation scale, transition animation scale, and animator duration schedule, or scale rather. Each one of those you can see are set at 1x right now. You can turn them off completely if you want. I'll show you why that matters. Notice when I press my back button how it takes a little bit longer. It's not terrible, but it takes time to get the things. It's not terrible, but it takes a little time. So we're going to go in and change that so that we can speed it up some. Here's some folders that they put in there already, but I'm going to show you how to take those out because you don't need it taking up space. Remember, we've only got a few hundred megabytes of storage space inside this phone. It's not a terrible length of time that it takes, but the phone is just laggy. And so we're going to help speed that up. We'll go back to settings, then down to developer options. Tap on developer options, scroll down. My fingers don't slide on this screen very well because it's a plastic phone. If it was glass, it would slide easier. Or I guess I could put some hand lotion on. Well, I'm not going to do that. Okay, there's those scales. Each one of those I'm just going to turn off. You can go to 0.5 and that'll help a lot. I'm just going to turn it off. Same thing with transition animation scale. Just going to turn it off. And animator duration scale. Just going to turn it off. Now, do you notice how it goes a little faster as far as going to the other screens? I want to get rid of some apps. Again, just as a reminder, let's see what we had in storage. And you can see there's only 583 megabytes of available storage space. Let's see what we end up with when we get all done with this. Go back to home. Tap my settings. I'll go to storage. And you see it's got 110 gigabytes, or 1.10 gigabyte is what I'm trying to say here. That's how much space is taken up just for the apps. So we'll open up the apps and we'll see what all we got on there. Wait for them to load up completely. Okay, Google Play services you're going to want to leave. Google you should leave as well, but you don't have to. There are other options. But you see all these other ones that are in there? It's all the things. Now some of these that are only a couple megabytes or something, you don't have to get rid of those, but let's get rid of some of these bigger ones. Sorry if it seems like I'm going too fast. I don't need Chrome, so let's get rid of Chrome. We're going to go to this page, click on it, and click Uninstall. That's going to install all the updates. And we'll go back to the, click OK to go back with the factory version. Then go into uncheck that box for notifications. Click OK. And now we're going to disable Chrome altogether. Okay. We don't need Street View, so let's get rid of that. Same thing, at any point you can uncheck the show notifications and uninstall. And then we're going to disable it. Go back again. We don't need maps either. You can keep whatever programs you want or apps that you want. I don't really care. This is what I do for me. So now I'm going to uninstall it. Click OK. See how it brought it down to 0 spaces that is taken up. I'm going to disable it as well. And you can always go in, I'm going to turn off notifications. You can always go back in and enable it again if you really want it. Hangouts is garbage as far as I'm concerned. Just unchecking the show notifications box, uninstall it. Turn off notifications again. I don't know why you have to tell it twice to do the same thing that you told it to do already. We're going to disable that as well. YouTube. I use my computer for looking at videos on YouTube, so I don't need that. I'm going to get rid of it. You can leave whatever you want though. Uncheck the show notifications box and disable it. Keep Gboard. Google Plus you don't really need. If you want to keep it, then go ahead, but I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to uninstall it. Uncheck show notifications and disable. Zoom out just a little bit. Hope that's a little better for you. My back button again. Google Play, I don't need. Play Music, that is. You want to keep the Play Store. Again, uninstall it. Uncheck Show Notifications. And disable it. Drive, I don't need either. Unless you store stuff online, you don't need it. I save it in my computer or else to the SD card. But again, you can keep any program you want. This is what I do. Uncheck notification and disable. Gmail you should probably keep if you're getting stuff through Gmail. Play movies I don't need. Uncheck notifications and then disable. Keep Play Store. QLink's featured app. I think they're garbage, so I want to get rid of them. I would probably get rid of App Checklist as well. That's another one of those QLink things they like to put on there. Let's just uninstall it. And for me, Cloud Print, I don't need, so I'm going to get rid of it. Uncheck notifications, and I'm going to disable it. And we got rid of a lot of stuff. All this other stuff I'm going to keep on here because I don't use that much. So let's go back to our settings. I'm just going to go right from the beginning at home and then settings. Storage. And now you see I've gotten over a gigabyte of storage space now. So I pretty much just doubled my storage space internally on. You get the idea. You can go through this stuff whatever you want. I'll empty out the cache. There we go. Now I'm back on the home screen. Bacon Reader I think is garbage, so I don't use it. I'm just cleaning up my screen. There's music. You don't need it. But again, you can keep whatever you want. My social. To me, this is just bloatware. Google and Gmail, I guess you could keep if you want. That's really a personal preference. Weather is okay, but I don't really use it. I would rather just download weather.com or something. It's not installed right now, so I'm just going to get rid of it. Here's some other bloatware that they put on. You can keep it and experiment with it if you want, but I'm just going to get rid of all of their stuff that they put on because I myself do not want them. I don't even like this thing they put on there, so I'm going to get rid of it because I use something different to have a. You've got a clock up here, or at least I guess I better turn that so you can see it a little bit. You've got your clock, digital clock on at the very top right. But I'm going to download a program that I use, a little app. When I say program, I mean app, but it's just some of my PC way of thinking kicking in. So now I uninstalled all of those apps, but I don't want them to update or reload, so I'm going to open up Play. And here in the top left, there are three little lines. I'm just going to tap on those. And then scroll down to Settings. Tap on that. Auto Update Apps. And it's already set up to auto update over Wi-Fi. I'm going to turn them off completely, so just in this screen tap the top so it will not auto update. You can go in and update whatever you want whenever you want. Okay, I've got all that. Again, you can see with storage. I'm saving to my SD card. I've got over 1 gigabyte of storage space available. And you can actually add additional space just by clearing out a few things. Because I found there's only about 250 or 300 megabytes of apps that are somewhat important. But I'm fine with 1 gigabyte of internal storage space. So go back to that home screen. These are the wallpapers that they put in with the phone already, but I've got my own that I've downloaded from the computer onto an SD card, and I inserted that. So I'm just going to go to my SD card, and I called it backgrounds. So I'm going to select a background. Let's go to this one because it looked kind of cool, and we'll make it portrait. That looks good, and we'll click OK. And then to the home screen. That's what it would look like. You don't have to download everything to your phone. If you've got a computer, use that. Put it on an SD card that you're going to load into your phone, and you save a lot of space and time on your phone. I I think I'm going to change that one time. I'm just going to make mine solid. And go to Gallery. And let's just make it blue. Make it Portrait. Click OK up here. And I want it to be my lock screen as well. And OK. That's that. So now I can see them easier. So that's it for now for setting up. You can see you can greatly increase your storage space on your phone. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go into setting up for my phone. My sounds, which again I download. This is the stock, which is what they've got in there, and they've got, you can see they've got Orion. And that's what it is, but I've got all this stuff on my SD card, all these songs, and I've got some additional ringtones, and I want mine to sound like an iPhone. I've got the iPhone original and iPhone 6, so download those things. You can put in whatever you want. I'm going to put it to iPhone original, click OK, and the default notification is Chris. Yeah, I hate that. It's okay, the stuff works fine, but I have another one that I downloaded. That's okay, but I don't want to hear the chipmunk saying text message, so let's just try this one. We'll click OK with that. And that's not bad for now. So anyway, I hope that's helped you out a little bit. If it did, well, send me $10 in the morning. No, I'm kidding. Okay. If you have questions, get a hold of me. Send me a message or something. All right. See you next time. Bye.